Ladies and gentlemen, once again, it is your man, Jelani JB Bodie, host of this thing called The Wait a Minute Show, and it is Wednesday night, once again, hump night. We are on our way to the weekend, but before we get there, we got some sports to talk about. I'm going to give you your sports fix for tonight. I'm going to tuck it in, and we're going to do it like we always do. Tonight's show, this is bigger than Nino Brown. Bigger. Me, you, Lopan, let's go.
Come on. You say it's so for this money, almighty dollar in this paper you trust, cause it's feeding your lust. Oh, this money, almighty dollar will do nothing for ya, but bring you down, yeah. It will bring you down. Single girls turn the hoes out here chasing paper, and niggas that will pop your top just to come and take your pesos. Just a lick, bro, ain't money over everything. That's what they scream. Yeah, they heart is gold and their eyes are green. Greed is the thing that rules these people, and their heart and mind is full of evil. They tell me ain't no need for God in these streets, cause money will solve their problems, that's what they preach. But all I see is niggas out here slanging rocks, just to buy a pair of J's and some Nike socks. And pretty young women swinging on a pole, cause they're taught that these paper gods are free to sow. You say it's so for this money, almighty dollar in this paper you trust, cause it's feeding your lust. Oh, this money, almighty dollar will do nothing for ya, but bring you down. Oh, it will bring you down. No, yeah.
Most of these niggas, they talking like this and they robbing and selling them bricks. Bitch, just to get money and shine on your wrist, so you lie to the public, you prick. This ain't what you think, this ain't ballin' the baking soda. Nope. The generic is taking the place of this real shit, we hijack and take it over. Enough with the bullshit, the money and greed, and these people confusing. They spread the pollution, they lost in the music. Sucking some digits to make her some moolah. She should be at home with the kids in the future. She rather hit clubs and she blind for the buck, and she do it for loot. She do it for who? She rather hit clubs and she blind for the buck, and she loving her.
Money, almighty dollar in this paper you trust, cause it's feeding your lust. Oh, this money, almighty dollar will do nothing for ya, but bring you down. Oh, it will bring you down. No, yeah. The root of all evil is the lust.
Paper God
Of this money.
Paper God.
The root of all evil is the lust of this money, oh, money. The root of all evil is the lust
Paper God.
of this money, oh. The root of all evil is the
Paper
lust,
God.
yeah,
Paper God.
of this money.
Paper God. Paper God.
It's the Wait a Minute Show.
This is a podcast.
It's the Wait a Minute Show.
Hold up. Wait a minute, show. JD Bodie, that's my bro. Wait a minute, show. My man Pan is on the low. Wait a minute, show. JD Bodie, that's my bro. Wait a minute, show. My man Pan is on the low. Coming straight out of Flake, Michigan. JB Bodie is him again. 2 times Wednesday, Saturday. Show make you wanna sing Donny Hathaway. Facebook Live, Spreaker.com. It's the Wait a Minute Show, fam, and we drop bombs as we proceed. Just tune in, no need to take a feed. Hanging with the Stews. JB, that's my dude. And I don't mean to be rude, but these other shows lame like eating prunes. Facebook got you tweaking. Spreakers, eardrums bleeding. JB got what you need. My man Lopez saying yes indeed. Go to thewaitaminteshow.com to follow all episodes.
Ladies and gentlemen, what is up? Once again, it is on. It is Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I am coming to you live from the city of the ATL, hot Atlanta. Well, it ain't hot today. It was raining and cold, but normally hot Atlanta. Your man Jelani JB Bodie hosted this thing called The Wait a Minute Show, and I am coming to you live on the Two Live Stews radio network. So we are going to get it in. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight. As always, we keep it popping, we keep it going, we keep it positive, and we keep it fun in here. And when I say we, I mean me. Of course, you guys out there, the listeners as well, but my co-host Lopan, who's in the building as well. Indeed. Yeah, so, let me first start off by saying the past probably 2-3 weeks been a little crazy. So, normally I do 2 shows a week, and Saturday has been kind of hard for me, and I'll get why, here in just a moment. But we will be back on this Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure, if you're not already, you're following the show, thewaitaminteshow.com. Very easy. Just go to the website, thewaitaminteshow.com, and all you got to do is follow on Facebook or follow on Twitter. And every time we go live at 8 p.m., you can listen live, or you can go back and listen to the show later, or listen to any past episodes as well. So once again, on this thing called the Two Live Stews Radio Network is this thing called The Wait a Minute Show. And like I said, the past couple Saturdays, it's been a little crazy. Probably past 2 or 3 Saturdays. Now, for those who don't know, and it's crazy because my birthday was pretty much almost 2 weeks ago. This upcoming Sunday will make it 2 weeks. But I got to give y'all an update. So I thought something was going to go down on the weekend of my birthday. Nothing happened. So I'm like, okay, whatever. If it did, it did. If it didn't, whatever. Hey, I lived another year, and some good things is, hopefully in the future. That's all that's important. So then this upcoming week, which was this past Saturday, I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to do the show and everything. And then so my wife said, hey, I'm going to go hang out Friday. And one of my friends was like, hey, man, we should hang out, and all this stuff. I'm like, okay, whatever, because I'm a guy that pretty much, chill at the house for the most part now. But long story short, they was throwing me a surprise party, and some people were mad at me because I figured it out. But without that, it was a great party. So for those people who showed up, I appreciate you for showing up. We had a really good time. But the thing about it was the party went so late into Friday. I'm like, all right, I'm going to get up and, get ready for Saturday's show, blah, 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 blah. But nah, the wife had different plans for me. She invited some people out of town. So we spent the whole weekend with people I pretty much almost know my entire life. And so there was no Saturday show. So now that the party is out of the way, now that, my birthday is out of the way, there's nothing else, crazy going on as far as I know. Lopan, he didn't tell me about the party, but for whatever reason, he was at the party getting his boogie on. Indeed. And I thought we were supposed to be tight, Lopan. You didn't tell me anything about it. And I thought you were supposed to be the homie. You my homie, right? Indeed. Okay. Well, why didn't you tell me? That's all I'm saying. Because it was a surprise, right? Okay, so you didn't want to ruin the surprise. I get it. So Lopan got his boogie on. I got my boogie on. 90s themes party, so very, very fun. You know, everybody was dressed up in 90, apparel, if you will, and we had a really good time, on that. So that kind of took over, my whole weekend and just, it was one thing after another, and it was just crazy, so I enjoyed myself. I live and had fun and partied like I was 20 again, and now I'm paying for it, because I'm not 20, anymore. But having said all that, I just wanted to give everyone, a little, background to, what's been going on for the past, couple of weeks. But we are back to our normal week, how we do things. And that's what we're going to do tonight by starting tonight's show. And tonight's show is labeled, "This Thing is Bigger Than Nino Brown." So I don't know if you got a chance to come right in at the beginning of the show. If not, you can go back and listen to it. But we had the House of Fly, and the song was called Paper God. Yeah. And it was fitting because basically the song is just talking about, the almighty dollar and how it basically affects you. And the reason I bring that up, and I played that song tonight for the intro to the show and labeled the show that this thing is bigger than Nino Brown, is we're going to get into this whole NCAA probe. Now, we talked about it earlier, but now it's starting to gain that steam, that ball is rolling that I told you about. Now, names are being put out there and people are actually talking about it. People are actually, giving dollar amounts. No names have come out just yet as far as who was giving the money, but we are getting there and we are getting closer and closer and closer to this thing exploding. So it is on its way, but we'll get into that. But again, that's why tonight's show is labeled, "This Thing is Bigger Than Nino Brown." So if anyone watched New Jack City, you know what that's about. And I think it's very fitting, for a show like this tonight. So we got a lot of people in here in the chat room already. So if you are not in here, make sure you get in here. If you don't have a profile, it's free. It's very easy. You just go on and set up a profile so you can get in here and chat with some of the other listeners. Or if you want to chat with me, and you want to ask me a question, you can do that too. But if you want to reach me directly as well, we are taking phone calls tonight, 650-THE-WHAM-1. I know Mocha Bella will put that in the chat room for people to see. So again, 650-THE-WHAM-1, WAM, the number 1. You can call in if you want to talk about, some topics that we're talking about tonight, or if you want to bring up something. So we can do that as well. So, I'm gonna hit the chat room real quick early, but we're gonna get into some of these topics real soon and go through them and knock them out like we always do. So we got some people in the room. Tiffany Sports and Heels is in the building. Actually, we got two Tiffany's. Tiffany's PMP is also in here. My man DJ Knox, Mocha Bella is also here in the building. And ladies and gentlemen, the person who loves to be a thorn in my derriere, Angry Black Man, is in here as well. Now, Angry Black Man has a backstory because he played basketball. We already talked about this. They played some Brazil team, and I'm sure one of them dudes, whoever Angry Black Man was guarding, dropped 50 on him. But Angry Black Man gonna post on social media that he dislocated his finger. Yeah. And rub some dirt on it. That's what I told him. Rub some dirt on it and get your butt back out there. And he talking about a night after dislocating my finger on my shooting hand. Now he gonna talk about it on the shooting hand. You got a broke J on both of them, Angry Black Man. You ain't got no shooting hand. But he said, I rubbed some dirt on it, as Jelani told me, and I went out and played in my other championship league. And as usual, the angry ninja from Chicago brought it home. Now I will rest this finger for a few weeks. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to do something a little bit different tonight. Normally I'd be on Angry Black Man, but he sucked it up. He got out there. He played hurt because he wasn't injured. There's a difference. He played hurt, but he got the job done. Kids, Give it up for